Did the commission do justice?
Madam Jayalalithaa is being recommended for an angio. Would there be a 100% possibility for a revival is $1 million question.
Instead of unfolding the mystery, the Arumughaswamy Commission raised another mystery.
We have a set of doctors who say that the best of treatment was meted. And here is a commission which says that the treatment is a problem. Karthik, the time of death, that has been a bigger issue than the entire episode.
She might have died between 3 and 3:50 p.m. the previous day.
Justice Arumughaswamy has got into more confusion by getting into this particular declaration of time.
Indeed, she had too many other complications that need to be addressed immediately.
Karthik, the time of death, that has been a bigger issue than the entire episode because it's a very simple thing. The medical treatment is the most difficult thing, but giving a declaration that so-and-so person is dead at this particular minute, even that became a bigger issue in case of Madam Jayalalithaa. And Arumughaswamy Commission, I think, has gone into the details of this. So how do you see this particular findings?
One of the intriguing aspects of the report was the time of Jayalalitha's death. As we all know, or as is available on records as of now, Jayalalithaa died at 11:30 on December 5, 2016. The report or the commission has come to the conclusion that she might have died between 3 and 3:50 p.m. the previous day, that is the December 4th. And he has arrived at this conclusion based on two aspects. One, the deposition of an echo technician, one Miss Nalini, if my memory serves me right, of the hospital, Apollo, and some ritual being performed done by her nephew, Deepak, the year later. And it's very funny, and that the learned judge had cared to include the Panchangam for that day, December 4, thanks to Deepak, to arrive at this conclusion, and which really intrigues me. He in fact has gone into the aspect of her heart functioning, the electric impulses in her heart, so many aspects in that report. But there are two different opinions to that. Any heart, when it stops, it was in Jayalalitha's case, it was a case of cardiac arrest. And to resuscitate it, you need to do CPR, which was done by the doctors. And any CPR procedure, they have a leeway of 45 minutes. It's the time they take, 45 minutes or seconds, something they have said that. And the doctors who were available then, they have done that. And without giving due weightage to that aspect, the report comes to a conclusion based on the deposition of one echo technician and the Panchangam or the ritual or whatever. It was performed by her nephew the following year. He seems to have done it on between 3 and 3:50 p.m. on December 4th the following year, 2017.
Adding more to this, Dr. Sudha Seshayan, the Tamil Nadu Medical University Vice Chancellor, she said that she was part of the embalming process. She was the one who did the embalming process. So when she said that this looks like a case where the person who's dead is crossed some 10 to 12 hours or maybe even up to 15 hours. So this is what's it. So when we calculate all these things, I think this particular commission's report is adding more murkiness to the findings or to the revelations.
The judge quotes Dr. Sudha Seshayan as telling that from her observation, the death could have happened 10 to 15 hours prior to the time she was asked to do embalming, which was at 11:30 on December 5th. This again is an opinion or the deposition made by Ms. Dr. Sudha Seshayan. And this is her opinion, which again reduces it to the question of when the heart stopped functioning. Because you must remember something, she was put on ECMO. ECMO comes into play only when your heart stops functioning or stops functioning on its own. So she was put on an ECMO. ECMO has, as we have seen during the COVID, Some people, it has helped bring back some people whose hearts have stopped following a cardiac arrest. So ECMO has come in handy under some circumstances. So this lady, Miss Jayalalithaa, was put on ECMO, and the doctors tried to revive, which didn't work out. So they took a call as per the medical protocol or the treatment protocol or the medical standards. By all medical standards, they took a call the following day. They tried their bit.
Can we sum up Justice Arumughaswamy has got into more confusion by getting into this particular declaration of time?
Indeed he has.
Yes, because
he has waded into areas he need not have ventured into, which was I would say a gross violation or excess on his part, which was beyond the terms of reference. I don't doubt this, but the choice of language, his vocabulary, and the political grey areas which he has unnecessarily ventured into, provokes us or triggers us to suspect the motive.
The motive, fine.
We don't claim that he has done it to favor someone or to give some political advantage to someone. But for him to say that one Dr. Babu Abraham of Apollo Hospital had avoided the YVC Reddy, Dr. YVC Reddy and Dr. Babu Abraham. These are the two doctors of the hospital. He is faulted for not doing an angio under the pretext of delaying it. I quote him, under pressure from someone. He doesn't say who it is.
Who is it?
So that is a clear case of accusing two doctors who have a reputation of not doing a procedure to save someone at the behest of someone.
Yeah.
That is a case of foul play and conspiracy. And he doesn't give weightage to the fact that a couple of other renowned cardiothoracic surgeons in the city, including one Mr. Cherian, they advised against going for a surgery at that point of time, because the time when the doctors had to take a call on her heart surgery, the most pressing issue was something else, because the late Jayalalithaa was suffering sepsis. She had too many other complications that need to be addressed immediately, that required urgent attention. So the doctors took a call not to put her through surgery when there were other pressing or life-threatening issues that required to be addressed. Hence the intervention of intensivist Dr. Richard
Bale came into.
Yes. So these are the factors which only a medical expert could fathom. It is beyond my comprehension as to how a judge who, based on a deposition of various set of doctors, had come to the conclusion that the person could have been saved had this surgery been done. It's purely I would say his opinion was purely subjective.
Yeah.
It's an objective call that should be made by an expert. Him being a non-expert, he can only rely on a team of doctors who were the AIIMS doctors. The AIIMS board, which was constituted and as per the order of the Supreme Court based on a petition moved by the Apollo Hospital, they concluded that the treatment protocol was proper and were duly complied with. Yeah. And for this, judge to have a non-expert, who is a non-expert, to conclude that this had been done, overlooking the opinion of a different set of cardiothoracic surgeons, is something I couldn't fathom. Right. That again is a very premature call for him to make. That is beyond any rational. I fail to understand why he came to that conclusion. And politically, like you said, DMK of course stands to, irrespective of the way this episode, the Jayalalithaa episode pans out, it will always be work to the advantage of DMK, because they don't stand to lose. Everything that matters to them is addressing the doubts or allaying the fears of or the doubts of the people of Tamil Nadu, which they did. I would really doubt if the justice had been done by this commission. That's a second story, altogether a different story. But DMK stands to gain because the four warring factions, or at least the three different factions who are at loggerheads now, this revives the acrimony between them.
Yeah.
And which doesn't serve the purpose of a united ADMK. So politically, the DMK definitely stands to gain. But more than DMK, the government per se has a responsibility to take a call on this report, the commission report, which in my opinion it should be shelving the report or shunning this report.
So this report, what is it going to be, how the Amma followers, the cadres of Amma, particularly women cadres, ADMK is known for its vociferous women cadres. So how they are going to see this, because they might be looking for some sort of proper concrete findings in the report. As we discussed,
by now I think whatever we had discussed or whatever is available on public forum would have reached every Tom, Dick and Harry in Tamil Nadu. So it is purely a question of interpretation. By now, forget the cadre, everyone in Tamil Nadu or any person who closely observes or follows Tamil Nadu politics by now would have understood that there are too many grey areas in this report. And I don't think people would jump into conclusion and attempt to, or they would try to victimize or find fault with Sasikala as the commission did, because there are too many grey areas to summarily accuse a particular person. And that again, I don't think that is enough to convince, enough to convince the conscience of the people or the cadre. The commission doesn't deliver them enough, give them enough to suspect foul play on the part of Sasikala. So I think there will still be many areas left, questions that remain unanswered. But anyhow, let's leave it to the people to take a call.